All right, so we love getting your suggestions for these deep dives, and this one you sent in really caught our eye.
Yeah, 7 things mentally strong people don't do.
Yeah.
Uh, it's a great list.
I love it. And I think it's something that we can all immediately kind of get something out of, like whether you're, prepping for a big meeting at work
Totally.
or, trying to catch up on, some area that you've been neglecting or, whatever, or you're just curious.
Absolutely. I think it's a great way to kind of get a quick snapshot of what mental fortitude looks like in action and how we can apply that in our daily lives.
Totally. So let's just jump right in. The first thing on the list mentally strong people don't do is they don't dwell in self-pity.
Right. And this is huge because it's so easy to fall into that trap of asking, why me?
Oh, for sure.
But the key here is to shift that focus from why me to what can I learn from that?
Yeah, that's the big difference, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's about taking a proactive approach to challenges and setbacks rather than just wallowing.
Yeah, so think about a recent disappointment you've had, right? And instead of ah, man, why did this happen to me?
Yeah.
What's the one thing you could pull from that?
Right. What's the takeaway?
Yeah, that shift in thinking right there. That's so powerful.
Totally. And that kind of leads into the second point, which is that mentally strong people don't allow others to control their emotions.
Oh, that's so interesting because it is like giving them the keys to your happiness.
Yeah, exactly. It's like handing over the remote control to your inner peace.
Exactly. You're letting someone else dictate how you feel.
Right. It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose your response to any given situation.
I mean, think about a time when you let someone's actions totally affect your mood.
Uh-huh.
How could you have approached that differently to kind of maintain your own sense of peace?
That's a great question to ask yourself for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So number 3, this is a big one. Mentally strong people don't fear change.
They embrace it.
They embrace it.
Yeah, they see it as an opportunity.
I mean, it's easy to resist change though, right?
Absolutely. It's comfortable to stick with what we know.
Yeah, we're creatures of habit.
But the thing is, change is inevitable.
That's true.
So the key is to be prepared for it to be adaptable.
Yeah, so instead of freaking out when things change,
Right.
think about how you can use it to your advantage.
Exactly.
So if you're in the middle of a big change right now, what's a potential positive outcome that you could focus on?
Right. Or how could you view it as a chance to grow?
Even if it seems like a negative change, there might be some hidden opportunity in there.
There often is.
Yeah. Okay, number 4. Mentally strong people don't waste energy on things they can't control.
Now, this is a big one
This is huge.
because we tend to spend so much time worrying about things that are completely outside of our control.
Like the weather or traffic.
Exactly. Or what other people are doing or thinking.
We can't control other people, right?
Right.
I mean, we can try, but good luck.
But the point is to focus your energy on the things you can control, like your own actions and reactions.
Yeah, so what's a frustration that you're dealing with right now, and what's one small aspect of it that you can actually manage?
That's a great exercise.
Yeah, yeah. All right, number 5. Mentally strong people don't try to please everyone.
This is so important because it's impossible to please everyone.
It's exhausting to even try.
Exactly. And it's ultimately unfulfilling because you're not being true to yourself.
Yeah, you're just going to end up bending over backwards and making yourself miserable.
The key here is to stay true to your values and beliefs, even if it means not everyone will agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, think about how much freedom there is in not needing everyone's approval all the time.
That's a really liberating thought.
It is. Okay, number 6. Mentally strong people don't fear taking calculated risks.
Right. It's not about being reckless.
No, it's not like jumping out of a plane, without a parachute.
Exactly. It's about weighing the potential downsides against the possible upsides.
So it's more like informed decision making.
Exactly. You're taking a risk, but you're doing it with your eyes wide open.
So can you think of a time when you maybe played it too safe and missed out on an opportunity as a result?
That's something to think about for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And finally, number 7, mentally strong people don't fear spending time alone.
This is a big one, especially in today's hyper-connected world.
Yeah, where you're constantly bombarded with notifications and, expectations to be available all the time.
Right. But solitude is so important for reflection, for
Yeah.
setting intentions, for really getting to know yourself.
I think a lot of people are afraid to be alone with their own thoughts.
It can be uncomfortable.
Yeah, but it's so necessary for growth.
Absolutely. It's in those quiet moments that we can really connect with ourselves.
Yeah. So how can you build in some more solitude into your life?
Even just a few minutes each day can make a big difference.
Yeah, like even just like 5 minutes of quiet time, before you start your day or.
Right. Or at the end of the day,
Yeah,
just to kind of decompress.
totally. Okay, so we've got these 7 amazing points. I mean, this is like a crash course in mental fortitude.
It really is a great framework for building resilience and strength.
Yeah, so just to recap, we've got shifting from self-pity to learning, controlling your emotional responses, seeing change as opportunity, focusing on the controllable, prioritizing authenticity, taking calculated risks, and valuing solitude.
And remember, these aren't just abstract ideas. They're actionable insights that you can start applying today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So think about which one of these principles really resonates with you right now. Like which one feels most relevant to your current circumstances.
And then ask yourself, what's one small way you can apply that principle in the coming days?
Yeah, like how can you use it to shift your approach to a challenge or an opportunity?
Even just one small step can make a big difference in your life.
Totally. Thanks for sending this in. This was awesome.
Yeah, I loved it.
And thanks for listening.
See you next time.
Bye.